When working with yarns that are wrapped in this way, like this Zauberball Starke 6, when we get closer and closer to the end of the ball, it starts to get very squishy, and some of the bits of yarn will sort of fall off in these rings, and then this ring might fall off as you're working and so on. So what I like to do is, when I get to this point, I will go back in here and find tail, yay, and wind it into a ball again. So to do that, I will take the tail and I like to wrap it around like 3 fingers or so until I get a nice coil going. This is going to be a very exciting video of watching me wind yarn. I'll take that coil and I just give it kind of a twist and a pinch so I can find the middle. And then I will wind in the middle for a little while. Then I will take that blob of yarn and fold it in half, and then I'll wind around that for a second or two. And then I start to turn. So now I've turned 90 degrees and I'm sort of winding over my thumb at the same time. Get a little bit and then I turn it more and wind a little more. And then I will reorient this little ball. I put my thumb where the yarn is and then start winding again. Again, I'm winding over my thumb when I go around and around. Rotate it again. And then start again. And I'm going to keep doing this. And another way I will do it is to just constantly wind this ball into a circle. So I'm rotating this little ball around as I'm winding. And then after I've done that for a little while, I will turn it so this is where my thumb was. Now my thumb is over here, and I'll do the same kind of thing. And what we're trying to do is create a ball of yarn. I'm not pulling on this, I don't want to tighten it, but I want to create a ball of yarn that is a little more compact than what was there previously. So now I'm just going to wind for a bit, stop, put my thumb where that ball is, that yarn is, wind, 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 stop, put my thumb where that ball is. I keep saying ball, I mean yarn tail, right? The end of the yarn. It's not really a tail, I guess. It's just where the yarn has stopped on this new ball. Turn. And when I'm moving it and trying to decide which direction the next direction should be, I'm looking for one that's obviously different from the first that I just did, and maybe I think about the one that I did just before, and then I'll do something a little bit different. So in this case, I will go this way. There's not really a wrong way to do this. You just want to wind for a bit, then turn the little ball around of yarn and wind some more yarn onto it. Just keep on going until you have a nice consistent round ball of yarn. This is a boring video, but I wanted to show you the process. This is the process. Getting down to near the end here. And this ball of yarn is connected to my project. It's out of frame, but it's up there. So as I'm winding, I'm going from the tail end of the yarn that was in the middle of the ball, and I began this project working from the outside of the ball. Alternatively, you could, before you begin, just wind the entire ball of yarn into a cake using a yarn winder. And you can deal with the yarn as it is as a cake, the way that we are fairly used to working with yarn. Of course, the same kind of thing happens if you're working from the inside out in that case. And as I maybe mentioned, this is something I would do when I'm nearing the end of the ball of yarn. I wouldn't really do this to begin with, hand wind it. I guess we could, but I don't know that it's totally necessary. I just let the yarn be the way it is until I need to deal with this, but you could wind it into a ball ahead of time if you like. And here I am getting to the end. My project is here, so I'm ready to knit again. So there's that one. Here is the other color that I've already wound up. So I'm ready to continue working on my project.